Welcome to Wanna Be Clutter-Free, formerly Wanna Be Minimalist, the podcast for busy families who are tired of the chaos, fed up with being overwhelmed, and ready to enjoy life again. Each week, we talk about how to let go of the clutter so that you can focus on the things that actually matter. And it's not just physical clutter. We talk about the mental and emotional stuff too, because if it's holding you back, it's time to ditch it. I share what I've done in my own life to declutter, organize, and calm the chaos, but you won't just hear it from me. There are amazing guests too. It's practical, doable, and simple for those of us that want to be clutter-free. Do you ever find yourself staring into your closet, feeling like you've got tons of clothes but nothing to wear? Well, I've discovered a fabulous solution that's perfect for us busy women. Armoire. Armoire offers high-quality, unique brands tailored just for you. All it takes is a quick 5-minute style quiz and voila, you get a personalized closet from which to choose. The best part, these stylish outfits are delivered straight to your door in just a couple of days. I just returned from a podcast conference and Armoire saved the day when it came down to what to wear. I wore these super cute wide leg jeans from Paige to the day portion of the conference, and that night I wore cropped wide leg vegan leather pants and an asymmetrical striped sweater. I got compliments all night and had people mentioning my outfit the next day. Then I was able to simply send it back for something new. No clutter, no fuss, no special laundry. And it's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good too. Armoire is all about sustainable fashion, so you can stay trendy without the waste. Plus, it's women-founded and led, supporting women designers and aligning perfectly with our values of empowerment and community. Right now, my listeners can give Armoire a try and get up to 50% off their first month. That's up to $125 off. Just visit armoire.style/wanna. That's armoire.style, ARMOIRE.style/wanna to get up to 50% off your first month. And never worry about what to wear again. Try Armoire today. You're listening to the Wanna Be Minimalist Show, episode number 5. On today's show, we're talking about how to have a clutter-free Christmas. Well, hello there. Welcome back to another episode of the Wanna Be Minimalist Show. I'm your host, Deanna Yates. I'm so excited to discuss today's topic as we come to the wonderful time of the year known as holiday season. Before we dive in, I first want to point out that I am not against giving gifts. Sometimes I can come across as a little bah humbug. But it's not true. Gifts serve an important purpose for both the receiver and the giver. It is true. Giving is better than receiving. And when you find the right gift, there really is nothing quite as spectacular as that feeling of watching the recipient open the gift and the joy on their face. So gifts are really important, but I am really against giving a gift because you feel you have to. And I'm expressly against giving a gift that is not special or meaningful to the recipient. So when we're talking about gifts today, I want us to keep that in the back of our mind. Gifts can be amazing. Things and clutter are not. There's a very distinct difference. Now, I'm going to pause for a second here and also talk about love languages. There are 5 love languages and gift giving is one of them. The other 4, and I apologize if I word these not quite 100% correctly, but the other 4 are words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, and loving touch, like cuddling and hand-holding, things like that. Gift giving is not my love language. In fact, it's 5th out of 5 in mine. So I don't need gifts to feel love, and I don't show my love through gift giving. So that's why clutter-free gifts are perfect for me, because I'm not really good at it. So I have to think about it and think of what the recipient would really like. And it's one of the reasons why today kind of hits home for me. All right, another thing I want to do before I start giving you a list of gift ideas is to step back and look at the big picture. These are ways to cut back on clutter and from giving too much stuff this holiday season. So I do have 3 things to point out here. The first, and this one's really important, is to create a budget and stick to it. There are way too many people that use the holidays as an excuse to go into debt or to try to show their love through gifts, and I don't think looking at a giant credit card bill in January is going to make you happy, and it'll just make you feel guilty and resentful for spending that money in December, and that's not what we want to think about this time of year. So Create a budget and stick to it. Yes, I am discussing gift giving today, but all of the items here can be modified to either suit a more modest budget, or if you're lucky enough to have a big budget, you can really go over the top on some of these. So I'm trying to walk the middle line here. And I really want you to set up a reasonable budget, plan out your gifts, and then stick to the plan. Okay? All right, that's enough tough love from Mama Deanna for now, but we'll look back at this a little bit later at the end. All right, the second big picture thing. Our kids probably have a lot of stuff. And if you've listened to my last episode, which was how to get your kids to declutter their stuff, you might be wondering, okay, great, we've gone ahead and done that. And now we're going to enter this season of more gift giving and getting more things. One of the ways we're looking to cut down on the gifts our child receives is to use the 4-gift method. I think I pointed this out last week, but if I didn't, here's what they are, and here's why it works. The 4-gift method is great for kids because they still have gifts to open on Christmas morning. It works great for you because it keeps you organized and on track, so you have 4 things to think about instead of an endless supply of toys at on Amazon or at the toy store. It saves you money because you are thinking about 4 specific items, and then the gifts are useful, so they serve 2 purposes. 1, it's a gift, and then 2, it just keeps giving back to you because the kids can use them throughout the year. So, what are these 4 items? They are something your child wants, something they need, something to wear, and something to read. So let's look at each of these a little bit more, shall we? The first one, something they want. Well, since you'll only be purchasing 1 toy or 1 item that your child wants, you can go as big as your budget will allow. Again, this is why point number 1 is super important. And then also on this point, a larger gift generally makes a bigger impact. And then this also means less clutter for you, which is really hitting home on the topic today. Item number 2 on this 4-gift method is something they need. This could be something that they need for school, like a new backpack, or maybe you're signing up for an extracurricular activity after school and they need a piece of sporting equipment. It probably won't take you long to think of something that your child needs. That's item number 2. Item number 3 is something they wear. So we've always purchased clothing for our child at Christmas. It's not always her favorite, but because the holidays fall about 6 months after her birthday, we were really lucky. So she would get summer clothes for her birthday and winter clothes at Christmas. And plus that was super necessary because they grow really fast when they're young. And 2, we lived in Chicago where the weather was crazy. So of course, most kids are not thrilled to open clothes as a present. But giving clothes at the holidays also demonstrates that the things that we wear have value too. We're still struggling with instilling the lesson that everything we own has a cost and that we have to work to make money in order to buy things. So I think that giving clothes and things that children need work really hand in hand with this lesson and this idea. Cue the old cliches of money not growing on trees and in my day, we only had blah, blah, blah. I'm sad to say it, but it is true. And it's hard to teach a child about the value of money. So really, if any of you have suggestions about who we can have on as a guest to talk about this stuff, let me know. I'm all ears. It's something we're working on. But I do think that having something to wear in this 4-gift method does help with this lesson. And then the 4th thing is something they can read. So finally, this last one is a little bit more educational and really helps instill that lesson as well. So for the littlest ones, this is going to be like a board book or a picture book. Some of our favorites were the Gossy books and Usborne books. I really like the quality of both of those and the lessons they teach. For early school age children, they'll like first reader books, and this is also a great time that you can introduce them to chapter books. One of our favorite chapter books was a gift actually we received from my sister. It was a book called The Treasure Tree. It's a little old, but it was super entertaining, and it's about 4 characters, and it teaches your children about different personality types. Our daughter loved it, and we could read 1 chapter a night, and so it would help instill some patience and keep her attention over a few days. So that one is a really fun one. I'll make sure I link to it in the show notes so that you can grab a copy of that as well. Like I said, it's old, so I'm not sure they would sell it in a bookstore, but I'm sure they have it on Amazon, so I'll link to that. For your older children, this could be a box set of chapter books like The Babysitter's Club, Nancy Drew, How to Train Your Dragon, or if you have a big budget and your kids are the right age, you could spring for the Harry Potter box set. Better yet, if you already have the set for yourself, you can now gift that to your children. I'm sure some of you listening have all the books. All right, so that's a look at the 4-gift method. I'll be sure to link to a blog post where I list out all of these ideas with links so that you can purchase them if you're interested. And the third and final way, so in this big picture, that we will look back, and the third and final way with these big picture foundational ideas that we'll discuss on how to cut back clutter this holiday season is to give experiences instead of things. And before you think that your kids will be disappointed without having something to open and play with, stick with me. I have some very clever ideas for how to get the most out of giving experiences when you pair them with what we call small companion gifts. I think you'll love it. And then one thing I want to remind us all about with gifts is that we generally give gifts to show our love or appreciation to the recipient. So if that's the goal, then giving an experience when you spend your time with someone is a very worthwhile and coveted gift. And it's the gift that keeps on giving. So when you give an experience, you get to experience the joy of that experience many times over. Does that make sense? Let me word that a different way. So when you give someone a gift of your time or an experience of doing something together, you get to feel the joy of that experience multiple times over. So the first time is when the gift is received. There's the joy of actually receiving the gift. The second time is the anticipation of the activity or experience. And there's been some scientific studies I read about happiness and how planning something for the future actually increases your happiness because you're anticipating that event coming up. So this is where that fits in. Third, there's joy when you actually do the activity. So obviously you'll be having fun if you've picked the right experience while you're doing it. And then fourth, there's the memories you have from the experience, and you get to relive that joy when you look back on the experience. That really makes the gift keep giving. So you could also increase your joy from this and keep it alive by creating a photo memory to look back on. So this could be a photo book, a photo mug, a calendar, a blanket. I mean, really nowadays the possibilities are endless. So that's why when I was listing out our sponsor, I really think they're the perfect fit for today. So go check them out and you can see so many different gift ideas of how you can turn a photo into a photo memory gift.
Hey everyone, today I want to talk to you about something that's helping me show up as my best self, hormone harmony. For any woman navigating the ups and downs of hormonal change, whether you're in your 20s or past 40, this is something you'll want to hear about. I started taking Hormone Harmony because lately I've been feeling off balance, I was snacking more, feeling sluggish, and just not like myself. I was pretty flat. And that's when I found Hormone Harmony. It's been a game changer. It's not only for those of us that might be hitting perimenopause, but for any woman who feels like their hormones could be more in sync. Did you know a bottle of Hormone Harmony is sold every 24 seconds? Yep, it's that popular. And it's not hard to see why. This wonderful supplement is packed with adaptogens. These are science-backed herbal extracts that help your body adapt to stress and minimize those annoying hormonal fluctuations. So whether it's hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, or just feeling perpetually tired, Hormone Harmony addresses all of these symptoms gently and effectively. And for those navigating the tricky waters of perimenopause, it is nothing short of a lifesaver. The company behind Hormone Harmony, Happy Mammoth, is all about making women's health simpler and safer. Their products are sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, and third-party tested to ensure the highest quality. And the best part? Women are reporting they feel like themselves again. If you're ready to start feeling like yourself again, I've got great news. For a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use the code WANNA at checkout. That's happymammoth.com with the code WANNA, WANNA, for 15% off your first order. Don't miss out on this incredible offer.
I'm Margaret.
And I'm Amy.
And together we host the podcast, What Fresh Hell? Laughing in the Face of Motherhood.
Margaret, I would say you're sort of a where are my keys kind of mom.
Correct. Sometimes a where are my kids kind of mom. Well, you're, Amy, more of a we were supposed to leave 35 seconds ago, mom.
I mean, touche. In each episode of What Fresh Hell, we come at a topic from our usually completely opposite perspectives. I bring the research.
And I bring kind of the gimlet eye. Like, is that research really going to work, people?
And almost 10 million downloads later, we're still laughing.
We also talk to experts in the parenting field, plus parents with stories we can all learn from.
We make each other laugh, we challenge each other's assumptions, and we have what we think is the best parenting community on the internet.
Check out What Fresh Hell? Laughing in the Face of Motherhood wherever you listen to podcasts.
All right, so now that we've laid the foundation, let's actually take a look at some of the gift ideas that we can give. I've also gone ahead and created a gift guide that you can print out, as I'm going to give you lots and lots of ideas here today. And if you're like me, you're probably listening to this in the car, at the gym, or walking back from dropping your kids off at school, which means pen and paper are not at the ready. So if you want to download the list of gift ideas, head on over to littlegreenbow.com/gift ideas, one word, and I'll send it straight to your email so you don't lose it. Again, that's littlegreenbow.com/gift ideas. And of course, you can use these ideas for other gift holidays too, like birthdays and appreciation days. So it's a gift that keeps on giving to you too. See what I did there? All right. So let's get into these gift ideas. I'm very excited about this today. So in order to keep myself on track, I tried to break these out into categories so that they'll be the most helpful. And there are 10 categories. Okay, so category 1, gift baskets. These are things like movie night, self-care, or gourmet gifts, and I'll break them down. So a movie night gift basket, that might include a gift card for iTunes or Amazon or Redbox if you have people that you're giving this to with a more traditional DVD player. And then you'll pair this along with popcorn, movie-sized candy, drinks, and you could put them all in either a galvanized bucket. You could put them in a nice box so that could be recycled. You could put it in a popcorn tin, something like that. Make sure, obviously, if you have the galvanized tin or the popcorn tin, those can end up being clutter. So perhaps the recycled box is the best idea here, depending on who your recipient is. So that's item number 1. A self-care gift basket, item number 2, could be something that includes a spa night at home. So this would be really fun for moms. Dads, you can get in on it too, but probably a mom would like this better. And your girls would probably like it too. These could be fun things like face masks, bath bombs, lotions, bubble baths. You can include things that would color bath water here. You could do that colored soap that you can use as like finger paint on the bathtub. Lots of different things here. So it would be a lot of fun. All right, and another idea for a gift basket would be a gourmet foods basket. And these you can fill with specialty coffees or teas, or you could even do something like providing dinner in a basket. A good example and something we've done before is like a spaghetti night with specialty pasta, sauce, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, a grater, a nice bottle of wine, wrap it all up in a colander or a kitchen towel. These really go over well, and they're perfect for new couples or for aunts, cousins, other adults in your life that you are exchanging gifts with. Most of these gift basket ideas are going to be best for adults or the family as a whole. So if you're giving it to the family as a whole, your child can open it, that's great. They'd also be good for Secret Santas or a family gift exchange or for your friend. These aren't necessarily kid-specific gifts. All right, that's category number 1, gift baskets. Category number 2, This category is filled with homemade gifts. This is a great category for all the people in your life, people like teachers, friends, again, Secret Santa, or just different adults that you're exchanging gifts with, your neighbors, things like that. So in the homemade gift category, I break these down in a few different types. The first one would be homemade treats like cookies, candies, cakes, brownie mix, those mason jars that you fill with the mix and people can make them on their own. So that's kind of the first one, are homemade sweets. So the second type of homemade gifts would be more like savory gifts. So salsas, jams, dips, things like this. You could also make homemade alcohol, something like a limoncello or a spiced vodka. I'll put a couple links to some recipes in the download and also in the show notes because those go over really well. You could also do a homemade gift like a scarf or a candle. Those are more tangible gifts, but a candle can be used up and a scarf would be useful as well depending on your location. You could also do something that's a little more family specific and something that's really more personal. And this would be like a recipe ring made with your favorite family recipes. You can attach them to either a whisk or just on a keychain, and it'd just be a really more heartfelt gift that you can give to a friend. You can also gift your time. And so I know this isn't really homemade, but it is definitely something that is from the heart, and you can gift your time, like a free night of babysitting. I know lots of people, myself included, that would love the gift of babysitting. It's just a nice night out for the parents. It would be great. And then something that could be a little bit more child specific would be a date night with your child. So if you have more than one child, each parent can gift a date night at the same time, or you can spread them out to make them extra special. And if you only have one child, it's also a secret gift for your partner because they would get a free night out to use as they wish. And you can do 2 date nights for each child so that they get a date night with mom and a date night with dad. And it just makes those nights really special for your children. All right, so that wraps up category number 2, which is filled with homemade gifts and some gifts of your time. All right, category 3 are electronic gifts. So again, these are gifts that are not adding clutter, physical clutter to your space. So we're looking at things like a Kindle Unlimited membership. This is perfect for those avid readers in your life. You know, they get to read tons of books without the need to store them on a bookshelf. And if this is somebody within your home, you will love that they will not be adding their books to your bookshelf or laying all around your living room. Another way, so if you have people that love reading but don't have the time, an Audible membership is perfect for them. I know lots of people that wish they could read more, myself included, but I never have the time. And so an Audible membership is a great option. They get to soak up the knowledge or be entertained by the latest bestseller while they're on the go. So no matter if that's in the car, during a long commute, cleaning the house, or at the gym, there's no excuse for not diving into a good book. Now, for kids, a great electronic gift would be something like the gift of Curious World or the Epic app. These are both highly recommended by us. They're educational apps for kids. We've had a lot of success with both of them. I think we're a little past the age for Curious World. That one's toddlers up through, 6 or 7. And then there's Epic, which is probably a little bit older. That's a little bit more reading and, following along with books and videos. So it's probably more for school-age children. But you can pair this with an inexpensive tablet or a book. You can look on Epic and see what kind of books they have, and you could get a book that they could learn to read through the Epic app, and then they'd have it physically in person as well. The book is great if you already have a tablet that your kids use. And so then that way that this gives your kids something to open other than just this membership to an app that they have, it's just air to them. All right, so that's category number 3, electronic gifts. Category number 4 are tickets. So this category includes tickets of all kinds. The best way to get the most out of this category is to really think about what your loved one enjoys and find an event that corresponds to that. So some ideas, and I have a lot more listed in the download, so make sure you go to the download so that you can get the full list of ticket ideas here. So think about if your child loves animals, get tickets to spend a day at the zoo. If you want to work in something educational for your kids, get tickets to the local museum. or either a children's museum, science museum, nature museum. I mean, really, the sky's the limit. If you need a gift for teenagers or young adults, how about tickets to the movie theater? I live in the city, and movie theater tickets are so much more expensive these days than when I was a teenager. So I'm sure that would be a much loved gift. Is your husband a sports guy? Well, pick up tickets to a sporting event. Does your mom like musicals? Think about giving her tickets to a theater production. Dreading winter weather with rambunctious kids in the house? I highly recommend tickets to a trampoline park or a kids' play space. There are so many possibilities here, and you really cannot go wrong with an experience gift. But if you want to take it over the top, and especially for kids, this is where that companion gift idea comes in. So back to our ideas, or our examples up here. So for the zoo, you could include a small stuffed animal or a book about their favorite animal for them to unwrap, along with a gift certificate for the tickets to the zoo. If it's movie theater tickets, you could include a box of movie-sized candy. With a sporting event ticket, it's pretty simple. You can get a hat or a t-shirt for the favorite team. You just really need to be creative and try to think about what would pair with the ticket, and then just go for it. They're going to love it. Okay, that's category number 4, tickets. All right, category 5, we're almost halfway done. This is experiences. It's almost like tickets, but it's a little bit different. And really, the sky is the limit here. So please make sure you refer back to our very first tip of the day, which was to create and stay within a budget. But if you have an unlimited budget or a large budget, amazing experience ideas could be things like skydiving, horseback riding, a circus arts class. For us stressed out parents, perhaps a massage or a spa gift certificate, for a spa day. That would be lovely. Lessons are great gift ideas too that fit under this experience category. Just don't forget the companion gifts for the kids. So let's think about that. For your kids, they might be interested in dance lessons. A good companion gift here would be the specific shoes. So maybe ballet shoes, tap shoes, jazz shoes. Gymnastics, you could get them a leotard. Let's see if it's sports lessons or other kind of sports. You could get them a piece of equipment like a soccer ball or a tennis racket. Just really think about what might be available in your area for the lessons, and then think about the necessary pieces that they'll need to go along with that. So you get a little, kind of 2 for 1 with your money here, because if it's something you would have been putting them in anyway, now you get to make it a gift and save some money in your budget. For adults, you could gift things like a cooking class, a language arts class, or dance lessons. It just really depends on what the people in your life are interested in doing. All right, so that's category number 5, experiences. Category number 6 is subscription boxes. Holy moly, how many subscription boxes are there these days? There are tons for anything you can think of. There's makeup and clothes and things for your pets and all sorts of things. Now, some people might think that because these come on a monthly or a bi-monthly basis, they contribute to clutter. But I would like to say that if it pairs with the recipient's likes and desires, that these boxes will be used up every month, they will be enjoyed, and the clutter left behind will be very minimal. So with that said, my favorite subscription boxes are ones that are either craft or education focused for the kids, and either self-care or food related for moms and dads. I'll provide links to my favorite subscription boxes in the free download, so don't forget to grab that. But just so I don't leave you hanging, I will tell you that my favorite meal box is Me's Meals. If you are lucky enough to live in the Midwest and have access to Me's Meals, oh my gosh, please do it. I actually have a coupon code, so I'll put that in the download so that you can get some free money off that box, because I love that one so much. This is a great one for your spouse if they are in charge of cooking and having to deal with that what's for dinner question day in and day out, which can get so stressful. And then otherwise, my favorite kid boxes are things like Little Global Citizens and the We Craft box. Little Global Citizens helps teach your children about the world and different cultures, and We Craft is just like you would imagine. It's a different craft project that you can do with your kids. So it's great because it helps open their mind. It gives you guys something to do together, and which, let's be honest, as a mom, I struggle with that all the time of how to fill our time after school. So Those ones get my thumbs up. So that's category number 6, subscription boxes. Category number 7 for clutter-free Christmas gifts are gift cards. These have been around forever, and sure, they may seem a little impersonal, but let's be honest, everyone loves a gift card. The trick is just to make sure that it's to a shop or a place or something that the recipient will love. So gift cards to favorite restaurants or nail salons, the local coffee shop are the things that come to mind for me. You also could give gas and grocery gift cards to young adults just starting out. I would have absolutely loved that right after graduating college when, let's be honest, I wasn't making much money, but I still needed to eat and I still needed to get to my job. So those are some really good gift card ideas, and that is category number 7. All right, clutter-free Christmas gift idea, category number 8 is travel. All right, I hear ya. This one might sound extravagant at first, but even if you're on a budget, there are great ways to gift travel. If you're on a budget, think about if you're already planning a trip. If you don't live close to your family, you probably will be spending some time and money going to visit your relatives. And if that's true, or you're going to see some friends that live maybe not so close to you, and your kids don't know about it yet, you can package this up as a gift. Okay, so if you're flying, you can create a gift box that includes photos of your friends or family that you'll be visiting. You can print out the plane tickets. You can buy games that you can play on the airplane, or maybe you can even buy an airplane toy. If it's a road trip, you can create a gift box with those same photos of your friends and family. You can include a map that has the route highlighted. You can include road trip games and snacks. It's all in the presentation. So this one, again, you're being really creative with that budget if you're on a tight budget and you're already making a trip anyway. Now you can wrap it up and present it as a gift to your kids. And the same idea goes for a family vacation or a surprise trip for your spouse. Wrap up a travel book or a trinket from where you're going, and then when they open that can be the surprise that you are going on a family vacation or a trip. So that's category number 8, travel. Category number 9 are upgrades. Now, what do I mean by upgrades? Well, actually, this is one of my favorite categories because it's super useful. So for any of you wannabe minimalists out there that want to purchase something for your loved one but don't want to have more clutter, this is great because it's something that your child, partner, family member, or friend uses and loves so much that it's wearing out and they're in need of a replacement. It's a great gift because it means you're paying attention to what they love and what they actually need in their life. And it's great because you can make the gift a little bit more special by upgrading that version that they already have. So an example of this would be like a nicer headphone set. So let's say I have the Apple headphones and you can upgrade me to the AirPods. Well, that would be an amazing Christmas gift. Let's see, another idea would be, how about a nice teapot or a French press coffee maker for your friend that loves tea or coffee. You can also gift this with a really nice coffee or a really nice tea that they would enjoy. The 4-item gift method really fits in with this option as well because there's always things that your kids need and wear. So things like shoes that you can upgrade them to a nicer pair of shoes, or get them something that they need that's wearing out, and you can give them a little bit of an upgrade and better product because you're giving it as a holiday gift. All right, so it's category number 9, upgrades. Category number 10, we made it. It's our final category, and this one is photo gift ideas. So when our daughter was a baby, we started giving our families photo calendars. We didn't live close to any of them at the time, so it was a way for them to have new pictures of us available every month. And when I say us, of course, I really mean our daughter. But they loved it so much that it became a tradition, and now every year we give our families an annual calendar. So you could do this with not just a calendar, but you could also do a family yearbook for your immediate family. And this is something that I saw one of our friends do, and I'm planning to start it as well.
think about it. We take so many pictures on our phones and store them on our computers, but how many times do you actually go back through and look at them? Sadly, the answer for me is not enough. So having only the best photos from the whole year compiled into one place will help me not only look back on our favorite times throughout the year, but it will also remind me to take more photos when I am out and about, because I'll know that I want to remember those and put them in the family yearbook. And then my last idea here for the photo category is to book a family photo shoot. Now, I'm not going to lie, this will probably get some groans from some family members, but if there is a time that your whole extended family will be together, I highly recommend, at the very least, taking a photo of everyone together. You can print it out, you can frame it, and you can send it to the adults that were there. They will love it, even if they groan while taking the picture. And if you can, I really suggest hiring a professional photographer to take photos. If I look at our own life, the last time we did this and have professional photos of everyone was at our wedding. That was 8 years ago. But I treasure those photos because sadly my father-in-law is no longer with us, and I have some amazing photos of him in the last year of his life. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. But having those professional photos, when I think about that experience and how happy I am to have them, it makes me want to do this. And so it's something I really hope I can get on our calendar soon. But that also requires having all of us together in one place, which is a feat in and of itself. So like I said, of course, everyone's going to gripe about it, but they will love the results. So really just push past those negative Nellies and get it done. They'll love it when it's done. All right, that was category number 10, which was photo gift ideas. We made it. If you counted along the way, I listed over 35 gift ideas that your family, friends, and kids will love, and you will also love them because they will not create more clutter in your home. So we started out today by laying out the groundwork for how to keep clutter out of your holiday gift giving. And just to remind you, those were 1, creating a budget and sticking to it. 2, trying the 4 gift method with your kids. Those 4 gifts are something they want, something they need, something to wear, and something to read. And 3, giving experiences or things to eat instead of stuff. As a reminder, I also created that gift guide with over 50 clutter-free gift ideas that you can download and print out. I covered a lot of them here, but the list is more complete. And then also you can click right through to a lot of these products that I've talked about today, so it'll save you time and energy during this already busy enough season. Next week on this podcast, we'll be discussing another highly requested topic, that is paper clutter. I'm excited to help you get more organized as we wind down this year and start another new year. I can't believe it's already almost December. You won't want to miss it. We'll see you then. Have a wonderful week and enjoy this Thanksgiving week with your families. Cheers.